Hello Cancer, this is Seth and you're watching Rodriguez Mystic, and this is your tarot forecast for the month of November 2017. And the tarot deck that I'm working with today for you guys is the Morgan-GREER, my trusty Morgan-GREER, my favourite tarot deck in the world probably. And the oracle cards that I'm working with today are the Angels, Gods and Goddesses deck by Toni, Carmine, Salerno, the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Moseley, and the Nature's Whispers Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield with the amazing artwork of Josephine Wall. And I'm just going to jump straight into this. So this is looking at the main themes for November 2017 for Cancer. I'm laughing because there's a particular card from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck which has come out about 5 times now, and I expect it will probably come out more. It seems to be a message that everybody needs this month for some reason. Probably because we're going into the darker side of the year for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, and it's probably a message we could all do with. But I'll get to that card in a minute. So the central theme for the month of November for Cancer is the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be a real sense of clarity for this month for you, for all of you Cancerians out there. Anything that you have been deliberating on, anything that you've not been sure what the full crack is about something, this the Ace of Swords is saying you're going to have a eureka moment. You're going to know, okay, this is what we're doing. So you're going to have a sense of clarity and purpose and direction. And it feels as well like for the month of November you'll just be feeling more switched on about what you're doing with your life. If you ever suffer with feeling anxiety or moments of cloudy thinking, I think that there will be a big improvement in that this month. It feels like things will be a bit more raw for you this month, and you'll just be feeling like you're doing what you should be doing and you're making some genuine progress. You're learning from some mistakes from the past, and you're really moving forward with a greater sense of clarity and direction. You're not going to be feeling as lost. So that's the central overall message that I've got for November. For the beginning of November, we have the Three of Rods. The Three of Rods is about embarking on a new direction. This feels like it ties in very well with the Ace of Swords. It feels like right now at the beginning of this month, there's a sense of determination, there's a sense of seeing what the end goal is going to be, or at least seeing how this is going to look in the beginning stages for you. This is making a fresh start. So you're beginning this month making a fresh start in some area of your life. It could be in multiple areas of your life. I feel that it could be deeper. I feel like it could be talking about you as a person. It feels very much like you are determined at the beginning of this month not to be held back by any mental programming or any negative attitudes that may have been holding you back for a while. It really feels like you're letting go of that and approaching this month with a greater sense of power and confidence and clarity. The middle of the month looks like it's going to be great for you. You've got the Sun. This feels like you'll be off to a good start with all of this new you kind of feeling that I'm getting. The Sun is about success, happiness, joy. It can be about good health. So if you've been suffering with any, as I have, I've been suffering with a bit of a cold for the last few days. You could just be starting to feel stronger physically as well. But I really feel like there's a sense of happiness and optimism here and hope for the future. You could also be having some good times. There could be a good social time for you as well. Towards the end of the month, what we have here, it kind of looks like a bit of a step back, but we've got the Five of Pentacles here. The Five of Pentacles is about feeling that you've been overlooked or hard done by in some area of your life. You may feel that an opportunity that you should have had has missed you, has passed you by. And the mother figure in this card is really comforting somebody. To me, it feels like even though you've got this real sense of not being held back by the past anymore and wanting to move forward with a new venture, this card, it feels like it's saying there will still be some fallout from the past that you are suffering with. So you begin the month very confident, powerful. This is a new me. You know, I'm not letting the old me hold me back. But it looks like there may still be some love and support that is required from a close friend or family member, a shoulder to cry on. But this is all very much part of the healing process. It does feel to me like you're still on the right track here, but you may have a little bit of a slip up towards the end of the month where you could just do with something, you could do with some comfort, you know, because you begin the month in a very, very powerful way. So this is coming up towards the end of November, but this is going to help you. This is helping you to deal with this decision that you've made, this sense of purpose and direction. So it's not going to be, you know, a step back where you're not going to be able to shake it off. This is just an extra injection of love and comfort and support from people around you that you will need. And then your tips and hints card is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is about stress and anxiety and fear. This is about talking about stuff from the past that has been holding you back. This is what you're cutting away with this Ace of Swords here. This sword, this sense of direction and decisiveness and clarity is what you are cutting away. You're cutting all of this away, the anxieties that hold you back. So this is going to be a month that really addressing those and cutting them away from your life. And you will go through most of the month feeling like you're very strong and doing this by yourself. But towards the end of the month, you could just do with a little bit of extra support from another person. And that is okay. That's fine. And from the Nature's Whispers Oracle cards, we have a gorgeous image here. Let love be your beacon. Let love be your beacon. And this ties in for me very well with the Five of Pentacles here. This loving, supportive, comforting person is your beacon. They're going to be the person that gets you through this. And I'm feeling as well that because of, you know, some of the people that watch my channel, most of the people probably that watch my channel have an interest in or may indeed practice some form of witchcraft or some esoteric occult work. So it could actually be a particular deity. And this is actually making me think of Hecate, even though she really doesn't look very much like Hecate. She does have the lamp here, the torches. She's the light in the darkness, the guide. You know, she's guiding you. She's also wearing saffron, and classical sources describe Hecate as saffron clad. So I do get vibes of Hecate, bizarrely. I didn't think that when I first glanced at it, but that's what's just come through now, and I do actually feel, looking at this, that yeah, that could well be talking about her. So if you do work with any deities, Hecate or any other kind of light-bearing deities that can really see you through the darkness and be that guide for you, just like the comforting mother figure here in the Five of Pentacles, maybe you would like to call on them. And from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle card, again, we have hope. And as I said before, I've been getting this card a lot. I think I've had this card like 5 times now. And I feel like because we are, most of us watching this, probably in the Northern Hemisphere like I am, November, obviously, we're getting into the dark half of the year now. And I think for a lot of us, it can be a depressing time. You know, the increase in physical darkness that's outside, the decrease in the light, the decrease in temperature for a lot of us. It can be a dark time in every sense of the word. And the hope here is talking about, you know, not losing faith. Don't let it drag you down. Don't get caught up in the doom and gloom. Don't get caught up in the anxiety. You know, cut that anxiety away with the Ace of Swords and have hope. And hope as well is often associated with light in the darkness, so it ties in very well with the Let Love Be Your Beacon card. And your final card is from the Angels, Gods and Goddesses, and it says, Goddess of Nature, you reap what you sow, your dream is coming to fruition. This is saying that by addressing your anxiety issues, by cutting away and not allowing negativity from the past to be holding you back now, and by putting in this work that you're putting in at the beginning of the month, with the Three of Wands and with the Sun representing productivity, it ties in very well. Also, the Sun is about reaping what you sow, because obviously the Sun is what makes everything grow. So it feels like the middle of the month, not only will you be feeling a lot happier and empowered, you'll also probably start to be seeing some results already from work that you have put in. There's a moment of success for you in the middle of November in some area of your life. Something you've been working towards will start to bear fruit for you. So that's very exciting, and hold on to that. And as I say, towards the end of the month, you may need a bit of extra love and comfort from somebody else in your life, but don't hold yourself down, don't hold yourself back here, don't put yourself down by needing help from somebody else. They are there for you, they are there to see you through. So that is your reading, Cancer, for the month of November 2017. I hope that you found that useful and helpful. Feel free to rate, like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. All of my details can be found below if you would like to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, or check out my blog. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, which would be in a lot more depth than this reading has been, feel free to get in touch. And you can also find information about all the decks that I work with in my readings as well, if you want to check any of those out. So until next month, Cancer, have a great one and take care, and I'll see you soon.